Happy Thursday. Richard Carnesar says, smash them free subs in.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Larry. This is the Dixon Way. All about the A Sports Talk. We give you live commentary on all our favorite sports teams. The Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Bulldogs, even my white Gators. Right now, we got the cookout, and we coming in hot. Let's go.
I'm coming in hot.
As you see, the Flames are going. We got to talk about the quarter mark of the Braves season. Lord have mercy, don't let your hair get on fire. Don't step too close to the flames. Daniel Berry in the building first. I see you, fam. Welcome back to the stream, cuz that sounds cute. Richard Carr in the building. What up, Richard Carr? How you doing? Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the stream. This sounded for you. Hey. All right. So, appreciate y'all coming through. As you guys know, we're at the quarter mark. We're exactly at 40 games. And the Braves are 26-14. Great record right now. Second in our division. Only one behind in losses. Phillies have 31 or 30 wins. No, 30 wins and 13 losses. So they've obviously played more games than us. And they're playing today. They're actually losing to the Mets right now. So, yeah. At home.
Matthew says, hey, Larry.
What's going on, Matthew? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. It's time for you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the stream. All right, so we're at the quarter mark, guys. I got the batting stats up, and then we're going to go to the splits.
Matthew says, hey, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights.
We're going to go to the splits after that. And then after we talk about the Braves, we may get into OTAs for the Falcons also. The season just came out. Stuff like that. All right, team leaders. Big Bear Energy batting .327 on the season. Going into a...
Wallace Smith says, what's good, fam?
What's up, Wallace Smith? I see you, fam. Welcome back to the stream. This sounded for you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the Dixon Way stream. Live on the cookout. All right, so we're at the 40th game mark. So I like to rank the Braves progression in 40 game increments. You know what I'm saying? That's quarterly. All right, so right now, the bats kind of struggling a little bit, but shout out to the pitching staff, man. Shout out to the pitching staff. That is definitely one of, if not the best in ERAs. I don't know if our bullpen's the best. Probably the best in the National League, but we're going to go over that, though. But first, we're going to go over these bats.
Cupo Comics says, I love grilling sup, everyone.
What's up, Couple Comics? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. This sounds for you. Appreciate you coming through. That sounds for you. Hey, all right. Marcell Ozuna with 12 home runs on the season. Definitely having an MVP season. Got the most RBIs. I mean, everything team leader is basically Marcell Ozuna. Batting-wise. And if you would have put that up on, you know, to try to guess who would have that, most people would have said Ronald, Riley, Matt Olson, or Money Mike before they said, Marcell. But the thing is, man, since May the 1st, Marcell's been the 7th best power hitter in all of baseball. Not just power hitter, but hitter in period. So, Marcell having a great season this year, carrying us offensively for sure. All right, so let's get to the meat and bones of everything. All right, we got Michael Harris, who's played all
Wallace
the
Smith
games this
says,
season.
I think the pitching group is playing pretty good and we need some of batting to step up.
Yes, yes, Wallace, we definitely do, man. And it's like a role reversal of last year when the offense was carrying the poor pitching, starting and relief. You know, we had to score 6 runs per game to have the record we have. Now, the funny thing is, guys, we had the exact same record minus the games that we were rain delayed. I think we got 3 rain delayed games this season. Outside of those games, we had the exact same record this season as we had last season. It's just we're missing 23 home runs differential. We had 23 more home runs. So the power is not there, but the pitching and the small ball is actually there. So winning in other ways, but still winning. And that's what I would like to, focus on. It's like, hey, this offense isn't hitting like last year. That was historic. I told people you can't rely on hitting at a historic rate for 2 years in a row, you know. But if our pitching get better, if we score between 3 or 4 runs, we should be able to win most games. Now, sometimes we haven't been scoring number 1 or 2, but still. That's baseball. Sometimes you run up against buzzsaws, as Bobby Cox used to say. Oh, we just ran into a buzzsaw. And good pitchers exist outside of your team, too. So if they're really good, they can shut you down no matter how good you are. Pitching is the ultimate defense. So Money Mike is batting .258. Start off the season really well, but then got, moved all around the lineup, try to fill in holes if someone got hurt, or if he's making an adjustment, is Snit making an adjustment by switching out Travis Darno, and then once Sean Murphy went down, he just was moving Money Mike around. Like him and Money Mike and Orlando Arcia was moved around the most throughout the lineup. And it's kind of reflecting on that too, as they have went down. Their batting average has taken a significant hit when they started off red hot. All right, so Money Mike has 5 stolen bases. Of course, Ronald leads the team, and I think he leads the National League with 14 stolen bases, which is amazing considering he's not really getting on base like he normally does. You see, he done struck out. He struck out 45 times, and then he's walked only 23 times. So, I mean, Ronald is trying to find himself this season. The fact that Money Mike lower in the count got more RBIs and home runs than Ronald is quite surprising. But I think Ronald gonna turn around, and he's starting to get a lot of good contact. Excuse me. He's starting to get a lot of good contact. So, but yeah, you can be worried but not concerned. I mean, you can be concerned but not worried. Let's look. Ronald Acuna. Yeah, he got 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, 53 total bases. So yeah, I mean, that's another thing why offense really isn't clicking. When Ronald gets on base, he's the major disruptor. Also, he's gotten caught 5 times this season, picked off. And that normally doesn't happen. So yesterday, Snit gave him a day off.
Wallace Smith says, and they're leaving a lot of players on base and not capitalizing on that to score runs.
That's very true, Wallace. That's very true. But that in lies the front end of our lineup, the 1, 3, and 4 hole. Because Ozzy Albies has had a great first quarter, but we'll get down to him. But yeah, Ronald is the straw that stirs the drink. When Ronald gets on base and be disruptive and super focused, uh, he's the most dangerous person in baseball on the base paths. But he got to get his head in his game. It's like his offense is affecting his, his focus. It seems like he's just worried about trying to get a hit. And, I don't care about the power. Just get the hit, The power will come. You got the power. You just got to just focus. Not swing at the first thing you see every time. You're kind of getting yourself out, to be honest. Orlando Arcia, second most moved player throughout this roster. Can't really find a rhythm, and he's dipped lower than Money Mike. He's batting .250, slugging for he has 4 home runs, yes. So yeah, guys, like not much power with the bats this season. Like
Wallace Smith
Ozuna
says,
is on
when is
pace.
Murphy supposed to come back to the lineup?
Sean Murphy's still hurt, man. He was only supposed to be out for a month. 2 months later.
The Birdcage LLC says,
Oh, yeah.
Big Larry, what's happening?
What going on, Ryan? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream on Sonic Food. You guys make sure you check out Ryan on the Birdcage LLC. I do. You should, too. Link is in the description. Got some great content over there. He should be coming on at 8 o'clock. So, yeah, with the Braves right now, we have 20 less home runs this season, but we got the same record. So while it's not looking at a historic rate, guys, we're still winning. And we're winning when we're so-called struggling. Imagine when everybody get back on track. But right now, really and truthfully, man, I don't know if they did something with the ball. I know it's a lot of rumors saying they did the ball.
The Birdcage
I don't know about that.
LLC
It's a lot of
says,
people scoring.
yes, saw
Just
8
not the
p.m.
Braves.
You gotta open invite bro. Lynn Kane rescheduled for tonight's interview.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, Austin Riley trying to wake up out of his phone too. And you see all the Braves are hitting around 250 outside of Marcell Ozuna,
Wallace
who's
Smith
over there.
says, we still time and they don't need to rush him back if he's not ready yet.
Exactly. And even when they did, I may think that Sean Murphy has, a little knick-knack injury problem because as soon as he came here, it was like, oh no, we're platooning him.
Wallace Smith says, what's good with you, Ryan?
It's like we were going to platoon him regardless. Travis d'Arnaud was going to play every third game regardless. So that kind of leads me to believe that he was kind of, injury prone when we got him. But he's such a great young talent that Alex Anthopoulos was going to take the risk. And Alex takes risks on guys like that. That's what he does. He tries to find diamonds in the rough that's on bad teams. If we can take advantage, get them. And if they working out, go ahead and sign them to long-term deals that are super team-friendly. So that's what we're built on right now. All right, what's up, Carson? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. The second half of the season, I think they're about to wake up sooner than that. And we only played 40 games. We got 40 more to go to 41 more to go to the All-Star break. So, yeah, I think the Braves are going to start, warming up. And especially when Memorial Day comes around, historically, the Braves heat up. Like, that's just normally what happens. So, all right, so Austin Riley, yeah. Austin Riley is batting .245. OPS 702. Slugging .388. He has 3 home runs on the season, 18 RBIs. So, at the beginning of the season, everybody was hitting. We would get home runs. We would, manufacturing runs. We was averaging like 7 to 8 uh, runs per game. And then arbitrarily, we just started, moving around, testing, lineup, seeing. We trying to, uh, reinvent the wheel. The wheel was working. You didn't have to do that, Snit. You did. Now we cold, you know what I'm saying? Like the majority of the lineup is cold. And now you search, I want to put everybody back the way they were. I know I'm a superstitious guy, but baseball, man, is about repetition. It's about feeling comfortable and staying in that groove. And regardless if people say, he's a good hitter, it don't matter if you move up and down the lineup. Yes, it does. The person that it affects everybody. The person you're batting in front of, the person you're batting it behind. You know what I'm saying? Behind you. It affects everything, man. You may not get good looks, or the other person behind you or in front of you may not get the looks if you're not batting behind them. Everything has a cause and effect. Which is strange why which is strange why Matt Olson is really struggling. You would think with Marcell Ozuna batting behind Matt Olson, and he would get a lot better pitches. And he would be hitting better because he would be seeing better pitches because they want to get him out and don't want to put him on base with Marcell Ozuna coming up, who's definitely been the MVP of the season for the Braves early on this season. Austin Riley has 3 home runs, 245. Oh, yeah, I said that. Marcell Ozuna. Get up to Marcell Ozuna. I mean, he's definitely MVP. Batting, what's that, 327. OPS of 1.024. Crazy. But Matt Olson is batting in front of him. You would think he would get better pitches. But he's just struggling, man. Like, that's the one who's struggling the most on this team out of our regular guys. But the good thing is he's waking up because he was batting 190. He was batting 190. So between this series and the Mets, at the end of the Mets, Matt Olson is starting to wake up, and it couldn't happen at a better time. He's tied with second in home runs with Travis d'Arnaud on the season with 5. So the disparity between Marcell Ozuna with 12 home runs and Matt Olson and Travis d'Arnaud with 5. And you got to think about it. Travis d'Arnaud got those 5 within like a 5-game, like 5-game like stretch. So yeah. And it really wasn't back to back because they took him out, then he came back in. So yeah. No, it was a 3 or 4 game stretch or something like that. So yeah, Travis d'Arnaud playing well. I mean, his average, he got a 260 average, so that's one of the better ones on this team this season. Jared Kelnick, a huge surprise this season. Now I'm wondering why Snit was. I know he's not good against left-hand pitching, but I still wonder why Snit was like switching him in and out with Adam Duvall. I know that Adam Duvall is a former Brave. They have a relationship, yada yada yada. But again, you know that Jared Kelnick was not going to hit what he was hitting at first. So you kind of should, and especially how great defensively he's been. He's really been great defensively. So if I'm I was Snit, I wouldn't have been switching him and Duvall out until he actually started struggling with this bat, which he hasn't. This is kind of what I thought he would bat anyway. Around 250, 260, 270, hopefully. Play some great defense. Limited pop, but get on base with above average speed. Great glove in left field. He makes our outfield a great defensive outfield now, in my opinion. A great defensive outfield. So shout out to Jared Kelnick, JK in the building, doing his best to not be a liability on this team. Who else? Ozzie Albies. Ozzie Albies has been the second best player on this team this year, offensively and defensively. He's batting .280 with an OPS of 767. He has 3 home runs, 19 RBIs. So Matt Olson has a second amount of RBIs, but he's struggling too. So, and that actually went up. He probably just surpassed Ozzie Albies with the recent games because he had a 3-run home run in the game prior to last night. So yeah, but let's get to the real positive stuff, man. The real positives of this team is the pitching staff, man. The pitching staff has been great. Now, last night, we're not going to get into like what happened with Uncle Charlie because he's been pretty good this season, to be honest. But yeah, the big free agent acquisition, well, not free agent, but trade was Chris Sale. And Chris Sale and Ronaldo Lopez have been the aces on this team, along with Max Fried, who started off his first 2 games really shaky, but the last few, man, he's had 2 games this season, which he took and he went 7. So basically, he took a no-hitter into the 8th inning 2 times this season. Way to turn the season around. And I was just thinking, okay, well, maybe he's really, kind of thinking about his next move because he hasn't gotten a new contract yet. Maybe contract negotiations is getting, wearing on him at the beginning of the season. But he's turned that thing all the way around, and he's looked real dominant coming out. So just a shame that we're missing Strider. This would be a super special season if we found, if we got Chris Sale pitching the way he's pitching, and also Ronaldo Lopez pitching the way he's pitching. Yeah, that it would be a really special year if we still had Spencer Strider, and he rounded off into what he normally does, being a Cy Young candidate, being a Cy Young runner-up. So yeah, 20-game winner last year. So yeah, Chris Sale leads the team in wins with 6. Ronaldo Lopez leads the team in ERA with a 1.34. The most strikeouts on the team is Chris Sale with 61. And that's 61 strikeouts, guys, in only 40 games for the team played. And he's only pitched 8 games. So think about that, guys. In 8 games, he got 61 strikeouts. I mean, that is amazing. That's absolutely amazing. What up, Breeze? I see you, fam. Welcome back to the show. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I'll get this put on with Jarvis. It's cool. The save ratio Iglesias, who's been out lately. So hopefully he returns, or maybe it's just rest. Hopefully he returns recharge. He hasn't pitched in a save situation in probably 3 days. He'll have like a 4-day break, something like that, a rest. So, and Jimenez with the best holds, with 9 innings a hold. So, and that's G.I. Joe if you don't know. All right, so Chris Sale, strikeouts, shares per 9 is 11.1. You know what I'm saying? Then his WAR is 1.5. Chris Morton is well, that took a hit yesterday. Chris Mortensen, to be honest. But yeah, Lopez and Chris Sale's war is so good this season, man. It's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And Chris Sale has went the most innings pitched this season for the Braves also. Chris Mortensen is second, Max Fried is third, and Ronaldo Lopez is fourth.
Wallace Smith says, Lopez and Sales are going pitching good.
Yeah, they are. For real, they are pitching excellent this season. And then once Fried turned it around, man, I love seeing our pitching staff carry this team. Again, I was always saying, like, man, it's really hard to have an offense score this much and think you're going to win like that because you get relying on it. When you get in these close games, you don't know what to do. Your pitchers, you know, aren't used to holding guys to 2 runs, you know, or to 3 runs. They can give up 6 runs and be like, oh, I still got a chance to win this game. And Snit be managing like that. Oh, they gave up 3 runs in the first. Oh, no, I'm not worried about it. We can score 6. Well, we got the same guys, but right now they're not clicking on all cylinders like they was last year. So I don't know if you really want to manage like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you really want to manage like that. But we'll see. It's a long season. And we're still winning at the clip that we did last year, so.
Wallace Smith says, and the bullpen is playing better than they did last year.
Oh, man, the bullpen is so much better than last year. Outside of, you know, the few walk-offs that we've given up, you know, one in the extra innings, then one by AJ to the Mets. Overall, our bullpen's been excellent, guys. I mean, compared to last season, our bullpen's been absolutely excellent. So, yeah, great comment, Wallace. And look at it, man. I mean, oh, well, I'm to the splits. I'm sorry. Yeah, man. Like, these guys, like, look at Chris Sale, man. Opponent's batting average against him, man. 0.198. Like, that's dominating, man. That is dominating. Even Chris Mortensen. Look at it. Look at that, man. So the pitching has really been carrying us, man. And we haven't given up many home runs. You know? Now, the walks worry me. You know, when we get 2 outs, and I'll be like, all right, here we go, 2 outs. And here come the walks. That's what worried me. That's why Chris Sale is the ace of this staff this year. Look at, he only got 4 walks this season, guys. I mean, 8 walks. That's amazing. With 61 chairs.
Breeze 1500 ATL Rise Up says, the screen is not showing.
I'm sorry.
Wallace Smith says,
I'm talking about.
Once we get the bats catch up to the pitching, we're going to be just fine.
There you go. So, appreciate that, Breezy. Chris Sale right now, man. Like, that's Cy Young stuff right there. That is Cy Young stuff. It really is. He definitely need to be in the mentionings. This is, you couldn't have asked for a better season as a Braves fan coming out of Chris Sale, who's, you know, fought through multiple injuries, you know, the past couple of years, the last few years. So, I mean, it's to the point that the Boston Red Sox paid us $17 million to take him off their hands. And he's giving us this production. Great move by Alex Anthopoulos. Absolutely genius move by Alex Anthopoulos. All right, so the walks are really the only thing we really got to worry about, you know. And, you know, 17 walks to 44 strikeouts isn't bad. It's just situational, you know what I'm saying? It normally happens during the 2-out situation. Them 2-out rallies have been hurting us this season. So if we can cut down on the walks, we haven't given up that many home runs. So there's nobody in double digits in home runs, which is a good thing. Throughout 4. I mean, hell, even Bryce Elder only gave up 3 home runs. Now, mind you, he's only pitched 4 games. So extrapolate that to 8 games, then it will probably be leading. But we don't want to focus on the negative. We want to focus on the positive. It's the quarterly mark. It's no time to panic. But we are looking for answers, okay? We are looking for answers for our team can step up and be better versions of themselves as they were in these first 40 games. Uncle Jesse, look at this. All right, so who do you guys think been our best middle reliever this season? Do you think it, I mean, just off the dome, do you think it's Dylan Lee? Is it Jesse Chavez? Or is it G.I. Joe? Who's been the best middle reliever this season for the Atlanta Braves, guys? I mean, if you guys been on this on the watch alongs, everybody knows G.I. Joe. I don't even need to look at the stats, but let's go ahead and look at it. In 16
Matthew
appearances.
Says,
What's
Larry,
up?
did you know David Fletcher is the person who introduced Ottoney's interpreter to that illegal bookie when they were both with the Angels? Do you think that's why they keep him off the team? Richard Carr SR
I
says,
have
Hi,
no
Joe.
clue and no care about Shohei and David Fletcher and
Richard
any of
Carr
that
SR
situation.
says, G.I. Joe.
No care about that situation at all. It don't pertain to the Braves. Don't care. Yeah, G.I. Joe has definitely been our best middle reliever by far, man. G.I. Joe come in, and when he give up a hit, or he walk a person and give up a hit, we looking like, whoa, what's going on with G.I. Joe? All right, let's look at his stats, man. G.I. Joe coming in, Joe Jimenez, 16 game pitches. All right. And then opponents are batting 169 against him, man. Ooh-wee. So basically, he coming there throwing a flamethrower, man. G.I. Joe don't play with nobody out there, man. All right, so G.I. Joe, who would be your second best middle reliever this season, guys? Just coming out the dome. Me personally, I would say Uncle Jesse.
Michael says, Dixon.
What's going on, Michael? How you doing? Welcome back to the show. In my opinion, I think it's Uncle Jesse. It's real close because Dylan Lee has gotten us through a lot of sticky situations. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I think Uncle Jesse has come in and did the job. As soon as he come in, he said, hey, need me to get 3 guys, need me to go 3 innings, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Need me to go 2 1/3, I got you. You need me to just come in and get 1 out? Well, normally when he come in, he goes more than just 1 inning. So yeah, he's going to go at least 1 inning, full inning. And he might go 2. But yeah, we got Jesse Chavez, Uncle Jesse. And
Matthew says, Larry, reason I asked is David Fletcher is now with the Braves. The Braves are paying Fletcher $14 million but still keep him in the minors. The Braves traded for Fletcher this offseason.
Oh, you're talking about that guy. I thought you was talking about somebody on Dodgers. I apologize, Matthew. To be honest, where is he gonna play? Like, is he utility for first base? He could play that. I mean, I guess third base. But I don't know. Fletcher hasn't been named to anything, I don't think. and it's so insignificant. I felt like they got him just to try to leverage to get Shohei, and once they didn't, that's what that's more about than anything. Yeah. I know you're talking about now. I thought you was talking about someone on the Dodgers. Uh, yeah, I feel like they got him trying to lure Shohei here, since we'll have someone that was familiar with him, you know. But Shohei already had a plan to stay in LA. You know.
Matthew says. Fletcher is shortstop, second base and third base.
All right, so
They
he
keep
could have played
passing
third
over
base.
him for guys like Short and Guillerme.
Well, they traded Jason Kelsey, aka Gamori. They traded him to the Angels. So they sent him packing to the Angels. So, and then they brought up Short. So I'm just wondering, like, okay, there's something going on, but I kind of thinking that they just got him just to try to get Shohei to come, and then Shohei didn't come. Maybe Shohei said, well, it sure be nice to have somebody on the staff that that I knew on the team. Okay, we'll get him. Let's go get Fletcher. And then Shohei said, all right, buddy, I got you a job because you were going to get cut. You got some money. I'm staying in LA. And that's what happened. And now he ain't getting called up because Shohei spurned the Braves. They'll never say it. They'll never say it, but I think they was really working hard on trying to get Shohei here to Atlanta. But it just wasn't going to happen. Shohei was going to stay there. And the inventive way that the Dodgers got him to re-sign, you know what I'm saying, was crazy. So, I don't know. Kind of is what it is on that note. All right, who was I talking about? Uncle Charlie? Okay. Uncle Charlie got guys batting against him 217, guys. That's excellent. Guys are batting 217 against Uncle Charlie. That's excellent. And then Dylan Lee, you got opposing batters average is 224. So those guys right there are literally the diamonds that we have now. AJ has been good this season, but he has blown, like, don't put him in a save situation. He's a setup guy. When AJ come in, we rolling, put him in for one inning, let him do his thing. Don't let him be the closer. So he pitch against anyone and bring him in lefty on lefty situations. Nemo is not good against him, and that was a lucky home run. But normally he's excellent against lefties, and that's the situation you should have him in. We all remember Mentor prior to we tried to initially make him a closer. I remember AJ Mentor was a starter, guys, that we changed into a reliever, you know. So, and we tried to get him to be a closer, but he's better for setup. So it was better when we had Will Smith him, and then he'd be the setup man, and then Will Smith close it out. And then we got a ratio Iglesias, and then move in the same spot, a better reliever. So yeah, it might be time to start looking for another reliever also, kind of how we did with Will Smith too. We went ahead and got a ratio, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure that he don't lose his stuff, and we're sitting here trying to scour for a good reliever. Yeah, because I don't want to turn Strider into a reliever, guys. I don't. I think he is meant to be a starter, personally. He got starter stuff, and that's why I want to keep him. All right. Surprise of the bullpen. Surprise of the bullpen's been Kerr. Courage come in, 29-year-old left-hander. Only pitched in 3 games, but I like his stuff. Batter's only hitting 227 against him. So yeah. Now Taylor Massick has come back, pitched in 11 games, but they're hitting 356 against him. He ain't found this stuff yet, but he's trying to work himself back. Also, Bummer, being a bummer. I mean, batters are batting 316 when he's in the game. Now, his last outing, he did look pretty good, but again, 316. Jackson Stevenson, 333. Guillermo, when he came up there throwing up those little wiffle balls because they didn't want anyone else to throw anything. You know, that was when they had that grand slam. They walked everybody in. Yeah, that was just a joke. So I really don't count that. Yeah, but for guys that actually pitch like Winans can't come back in there. Guys are hitting 348 against him. You know. Now Bryce Elder hit or miss 4 games, but they're hitting like 317 against him. So if you get like 4 good innings out of Bryce Elder, you should just chalk that up as a
ATL Kool-Aid
W.
Drinker says, hit that like button.
Appreciate you, Kool-Aid. How you doing? Welcome back to the stream, fam. I see. If you get 4 good innings out of Bryce Elder, a scoreless ball, or maybe 1 run ball, that's a dub. That's a dubbity dub. I mean, for real, that's a dub. Go ahead and bring in another relief pitcher. Like, seriously, that's a dub. Now, I know we still got him. We're trying to ease him back into the rotation. But again, we're hearing that A.J. Smith-Shawver is throwing 100 miles per hour with the Gwinnett Stripers. Don't know what the holdup is for bringing him back, but obviously it's probably still control issues. Where ultimately he's supposed to be
ATL Kool-Aid Drinker says, Uncle Morton, we love him. How long?
Uncle Charlie had a rough one last night. It was uncharacteristic of his season. He had a bad one last night, but overall, I mean, if you look at his stats, it's not really bad, Kool-Aid, to be honest. Like, look at it. Opposing teams are batting 218 against him. So our pitching is good, guys. And that's without Strider. Our pitching staff is actually better without Strider. Yeah, I said it, guys. This season, our pitching staff is better. And that's without Strider. Now, you do have to understand that Max Fried was pretty much gone for the entire first half of the season. Okay? So we have to preface it with that. But, I mean, as standing, even without Spencer Strider, our pitching staff, our starting rotation is better. With the emergence of Chris Sale, which was a great acquisition, and also a Ronaldo Lopez. He was a
ATL
starter
Kool-Aid Drinker
converted
says,
into a
what is the rotation?
Well, it's right here. I got it right here. So the rotation normally is going to start with Fried now. So basically it's Fried, Uncle Chris. Well, it's 2 Chris Moore. It's Charlie Morrison and then Chris Sale. So you got Uncle Chris, then Uncle Charlie, and then Lopez.
Michael says, that's a big claim, LOL.
No, think about it. Think about it. We didn't have Max Fried in the first half of the season. Bryce Elder was great in the first half, but horrible in the second half. He has not recovered. The league got a book on him, and the book is final. They know him now. So, I think he was 9-1 at the All-Star break. And then, yeah, I think he only won 11 games on the season, 11-12. So, yeah, they figured him out. So, I think in the playoffs, you're gonna go Chris Sale, Max Fried, Charlie Morrison, then Lopez, just because Lopez is young. You know? And I doubt Bryce Elder. Bryce Elder might be coming in for one inning, maybe. But again, Bryce Elder right now, after 40 games, opponents are batting. His OBA is 317. So batters are hitting 317 against him. That's not really good. When you have Uncle Chris, batters are hitting 198 against him. Chris Morrison, Charlie Morrison. Opponents are only hitting 218 against him. Max Fried, opponents are only hitting 185 against him.
ATL Kool-Aid Drinkers says, Morton got to do better in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, this season, man, it's going to be hard. But I feel better about our rotation because we have two more options that are. We got 4 legit starters this season. This season, we have 4 legit starters. Last year, guys, we were winning because of our offense. We only had 2 legit starters, and one of them was Charlie Morrison, and the other one's Spencer Strider. After the halfway mark, Bryce Elder was done. And we were just out slugging people, winning 6-5 or 8-10. That's what we were doing. And we can't depend on this offense to be a legendary just stupidly crazy offense like it was yesterday. Historic offense. Can't rely on that. This year is more like what really happens. You know what I'm saying? With your batting order and all that. Now, not slumping all to this point, but again, if the pitching wasn't as good as it was this season, but how our bats are going, it would be a much worse season. So that's what gives me a lot of confidence moving on. Because the bats are going to get hotter, guys. Our bats are not going to stay cold throughout the entire lineup. You know, it's not going to happen. All it takes is like either Ronald or Austin Riley to get hot. So we can string at bats together. Money might get hot, you know. Because Marcell Ozuna been hard carrying. So I like where we're at, man. We have the representative pieces to be able to
Breeze
win.
1500 ATL Rise Up says, we still winning, that's all that matters.
That's right. That's all that matters. We still winning. We got 20 less home runs. We still winning, guys. I'm good with that. I'm absolutely good with that. You know? People want to change the lineup, all the orders, and this, that, and the third. No. That's why the team got cold in the first place. Because Snit was tinkering with the offense. Just because we were scoring 7 runs a game.
How many blown saves by the closer?
How many blown saves? All right, let's go. Let's look at it. Ratio. Hold on. Let me see Kool-Aid. That's all splits. Hold on. All right, so let me find Iglesias. And let me see if I can see blown saves. I don't see the blown. Okay, Iglesias definitely got 2 that I remember, and so do AJ Minter. I wonder why that didn't go into because Iglesias got the most saves. I know Iglesias got 2 blown saves. And then so does AJ Minter. I think both of them are tied with blown saves of 2. So four total that I remember. That's 4 total that I remember. ATL Kool-Aid drinkers. But I don't see it. I see the earned runs, the home runs. AJ done gave up 5 home runs, bro. That is not good. AJ, you are a setup man. You done gave up 5 home runs. That's up there with starters, bro. You and Charlie Mortensen are tied with how many home runs you done gave up. You and Charlie Mortensen have given up more home runs. But you've only pitched 17 innings compared to 46 innings. Yeah, you cannot have AJ up there trying to close at all. And why do I have AJ Minter as a right-hander? He's a left-hand pitcher. ESPN, you don't even know what? He's a left-hand pitcher. All right. So that's wrong. So now I'm wondering if you guys even got the right stats up here. So outside of Iglesias, AJ got 1 save, and that was the other night when he got 2 runners on and still got the guy out. So because it actually dipped down to 3, we was up by 4 or 5, gave up 2 runs, and then it became a 3-run lead. So yeah, I think that was it. His save. But yeah, the guys you don't want to bring in. Well, you definitely don't want to bring Bummer in because opponents are hitting 316 against him. Tyler Masick, who ain't recovered from his arm injury, opponents are batting 356 when he comes in. You definitely don't want to bring him in. I don't know if you want to designate him for a minor league assignment, but yeah, that's not good.
ATL Kool-Aid Drinkers says. Minter the setup pitcher more so, right?
Yeah, he's a setup pitcher. But, Iglesias has been out. Iglesias ain't pitched in about, well, he ain't pitched this series. So, yeah, it's been 3 games since I've seen Iglesias. So, yeah, the last time we seen Iglesias was against the Mets when he gave up that walk-off with Brandon Nimmo. That was the last time, I think
Michael
that was the last
says,
time we saw him.
Where's Motsek?
Motsek been coming in middle relief, and he's been really bad, guys. Tyler Motsek, he's been really bad. And he gets up a hit each inning. I mean, guys are hitting 356 against him. But he's still trying to work his way back from injury, guys. So I hope he can come back, but I remember the last, great talent we had, not a reliever, but with Mike Soroka, he never was the same. So you never know with these guys. If they take a long, extended time to come back from the injury, it's usually not a good thing, That's why I'm really worried about Spencer Strider, because he is a power pitcher. But a lot of his power does come from his legs too, so hopefully he's the same pitcher when he comes back. But we won't know until he comes back. That's more importantly why AJ Smith-Shawver has to work out. He's been no touch. No harm, no touch. You can't touch him. He's not in any deals. But if he can't fight his way out of the minor leagues, he might be added to some of those deals. You know. Especially if we get desperate enough. But right now, I don't think there's a panic button being pressed by Alex Anthopoulos. Especially since we're still winning.
ATL Kool-Aid Drinkers says, will we trade for a pitcher at trade?
I don't think so. Not of significance. We could get little guy here and there. You know what I'm saying? But not anybody of note that's going to have headlines like, oh my goodness, the Braves pitched up such and such. That's not Alex M.O. That's not Alex M.O. Even when we got Marcell Ozuna, remember the horrible season Marcell, well, it wasn't really horrible, but Marcell Ozuna, you know what I'm saying, in his contract years is when he have great seasons. When he have his truly great seasons are his contract years. You know, he's always been a good hitter, a good power hitter. But yeah, his truly great seasons are his contract years. And this is one of them. So hopefully we can maximize his contract year. But yeah, pitching wise, I don't know if we're gonna make a big splash. I'm sure Alex is always on the hunt for someone else trash. Will be our treasure. Well, not really trash. I won't say that because Sean Murphy wasn't trash. Jared Kelenic wasn't trash. You know, he was a top 10 pick drafted by Seattle. It's just the pressures of it. They just went the Julio Rodriguez route as a franchise player. But he was drafted to be the franchise player, you know, so. Didn't work out, but now he's with the Braves and playing pretty decent. Excellent defensive left fielder. Way better than what we had prior with Rosario. Way better. You know, I can't count how many times that Eddie Rosario let a ball bounce right past him because he wanted to slide on his butt and try to catch it instead of diving first for it. Arms first.
Joshua Griggs says, WSG the Dixon Way.
What's going on, Joshua? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. That's Sound of You. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the Cookout. So yeah, we've been just doing a quarterly report on the Braves. They're at the 40 mark, the game mark, so we had to do a quarterly review. And right now, man, I like what I see, guys. I like what I see. We're still winning. We got the same record as we had last year at this point, minus the rain delay games. Minus the rain delay games that most likely we're going to win. You know, we got the exact same loss total, and our win total is off because we haven't played as many games. That's it. And last year we had 21 more home runs. So even though we don't have the powers last year, we're still finding ways to win, guys. And that's an excellent thing to see. Because if this batting order can get hot, like we all think it can, oh man, everybody in trouble. The entire Major League Baseball is in trouble. So I'm excited, man. I think we're gonna attack this. I think the next 40 games, we're gonna see several players break out of their slumps while the pitching staff continue to mow people down with their excellent pitching. We're number one in the Major League Baseball in ERA, team ERA, for the starters and bullpen. So, yeah, we're winning with pitching this year, guys. If only we could have matched this up with last year's offense. But, hey, ain't no what shoulda, couldas. We still got the same guys there on offense. They just got to, you know, wake up. That's all. We ain't asking them to be last year, but they got to be better than what they are right now, especially the 1, 3, and 4 hole. They have to be better. They have to be better. Ozzie Albies playing great. And Marcell Ozuna. The 2 and the 5 hole doing their job. If we can get those connectors to add, you know what I'm saying, multiple hits per inning, our offense will be humming. Because normally we have somebody, I mean, look, Marcell Ozuna, I mean, it's actually ridiculous, man. I mean, this guy's lapping the entire team. Oh, let's look at the fielding. I'm sorry. Look at the fielding. Matt Olson is not getting a gold glove this year. Your RF is 9.111. I mean, 1-1. Woo, that's not getting it. Orlando Arcia got some great plays, but also throwing the ball. See, and some of them errors aren't on Matt Olson. Some of them be on Arcia, but they charge it on him because he dropped the ball. So, yeah. Travis Darno, ball passing by him. You see, Money Mike, excellent. 1.78 RF, man. Come on, man. He better win a gold glove this season. Ronald doing good at defense, too. 1.94. Also Riley, 2.45. Jared Kelnick, 2.01. Adam Duvall. I mean, our outfield is excellent, man. Our defensive outfield is excellent. It's absolutely excellent. Infield been kind of shaky this season with the errors. And in my opinion, that's attributed to Ron Washington leaving. And hell, the bats might be that too, to be honest. Oh man, they don't even have that dude on the roster, Richardson. They don't even have that dude what we were talking about earlier. They don't even have him on the roster. Okay. I guess he's just down in the minors. Oh, well, he got paid, so I guess he ain't mad. But yeah, Marcel is more than double anyone in the home run department, RBIs. Yeah, he's literally got this team on his back. Look at that, man. 12 home runs. The next highest is Matt Olson and Travis Darno, who hit like 5 in like a 7-game or 5-game stretch, you know. Well, no, one game he hit 3, so yeah, it's the power's out, but we still winning. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I mean, Money Mike is third, tied with third for home run. Him and Orlando Arcia got 4 apiece and 15 RBI. So, yeah, I would like to see more stolen bases out of Michael Harris and Ozzie Albies, to be honest. It just can't be Ronald, but Ronald just do it at an amazing clip. Even with him struggling to get on base. Once he get on base, even though he's been thrown out 5 times this season, still got 14 stolen bases. So, all right, guys, that's the 40-game review. I appreciate all you guys coming through. The Braves series starts tomorrow with the Padres. Padres visit the Braves. So this should be a good matchup. Let's see if we can continue, start another win streak, win another series. All right, guys. We'll holler at you guys later. Peace up. A-Town down. Deuces.
Breeze 1500 ATL Rise Up says. Are you watching the game tonight?
Oh, the Nuggets and Timberwolves? Yeah, I'm going to watch it, but at my leisure. Yeah, at my leisure. I'll watch it. Yeah, I watch these games. I just don't feel like streaming it. I mean, I did this because I wanted to do a cookout and do the quarterly review of the Braves, but yeah, nah, that's all. I'm chilling tonight. So yeah, let's see if your Jordan. You put too much pressure on that kid. He is not Jordan. Jordan ain't getting shut out in the last 3 games and not scoring over 20 points. So yeah, Anthony Edwards definitely got to show up this game. It's win or go home. So I'm expecting a big game from the ATL native. Go Dogs. Hold up. Let me get my Go Dogs for you. Let's go. Get him, man. Don't go out like that. Don't get reverse swept. Don't get reverse swept.
Breeze 1500 ATL rise up says. Baby Jordan, of course.
No, that's more like how Harold Miner. That ain't baby. Yeah, Harold Miner, baby Jordan. Nah, Jordan ain't never got reverse sweep. But he's still young, man. He's only 22 years old. He got a lot of time. He got a lot of time. So I'm wishing the kid luck, except for when he played against the Hawks. But yeah, I wish the kid all the luck. All right, we're up out of here, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see who win that game.
Breeze 1500 ATL rise up says. He's just starting Dixon Way.
I know we just started.